we're going to talk about maintaining on-ball pressure. Okay, so the overall theme is making an opponent uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. That's really the main mission, okay? The main mentality. Are they uncomfortable or not uncomfortable? When you maintain on-ball pressure, it leads into making the opponent uncomfortable, okay? So our first thing, we call this 55 defense. It's just a full court pickup. This is our base defense because it starts the whole entire defensive sequence from the beginning of pressure, okay? So for our 55, let's get number 8 on the court, and let's get a member of the white team on the court. So we're talking about full court pressure, so I'm thinking there's going to be some ball handling. Yes, maybe number 8 or number 3 can ball handle, okay? So, and then we just need 1 and 1. We just need 2 players. Yeah, we just need 2 players for right now. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is this. Okay, on the inbound, let's say number 8 is on defense. We don't want a top, face guard, because the over-the-top pass leads to what? A fast break, right? If they're in a fast break, are they comfortable? They're pretty comfortable because there's an advantage, right? So we want to make sure that the ball is being caught closer to the ball. Okay, so right there. Okay, now freeze. Okay, the first rule for our pressure is activation. We call it activation. Is number 8 activated on the white? Okay, if we're playing, let's say I'm taking your position, and we're just like this, we don't call that activation, because right now it's 1-on-0. So if I'm just doing this and you're dribbling, I'm just doing that, and then you could beat me. Like there's no pressure, right? So let's go ahead and bring it back. So the first step is where you caught it. Number 8 is just going to be in a position, arm's length away, in your mind, whatever it means to activate this player. Don't dribble, okay? Just get to a point where he's active. Yes, you see what he's doing? He's pivoting backwards. That is a tell that he is being activated, okay? If he's not being activated, we stop it and we say, do it again. Without this, and you just say we're running 55 and you don't do this, you don't have the pressure we're talking about, okay? So, first thing is activation. Second thing is chin to the basketball. Okay, let's say you take a dribble to the left. Okay, freeze it. See how right here, this position, your chin is right now actually on his arm, right? We want to put your chin right here on the basketball. That's right. So that's our reference. Chin ball, chin to the basketball. We keep constantly saying that. Okay, let's say if we took the dribble to the right. Yep, shin ball. There you go. And you felt that, right? Did you feel activated? You felt activated, shin ball. It leads to it. Okay? We would keep going with this. And one other thing. On chin basketball, like you can see the basketball, right? And on the dribble, take one dribble, you can still see the basketball. If he were to lose the ball or like his handle is somewhat shaky, that's a moment to stab at it, right? We call that cobra. Okay? Apparently one of the assistant coaches was talking about cobras striking when they really, really need to. If a cobra strikes and misses you, that just never happens apparently. I've never been struck by a cobra, so I don't know. But apparently with cobras, if they strike you, they're gonna get it. Okay, so it's the same mentality. So your chin to the basketball, and the moment you see a cobra attempt, you got it. Okay, so we do this every practice. Okay, so let's go. Just a couple of chin to the basketball. See if you can guard up. At any moment to cobra, go for it, okay? Good, done, freeze, good job. Okay, go ahead and bring it back. This is great. So early on when we were teaching this, and that was really good because you were picking your moments. But what we noticed is just having hands active to be active. And we were getting beat a lot. Okay, so now we're a lot more patient with our chin ball, and usually what happens is, let's say there's a dribble and there's contact, okay? Let's say you beat him to the spot, boom, okay, now that contact, that's usually the moment right there to stab, okay? And sometimes when there's contact, there's like a wrap dribble. Let's go ahead and use that right there. So now guys will know, I got him here and I can get him there. Okay, they start learning tricks. Not everybody can really do the tricks right away, but the more we keep emphasizing it, they figure it out. They figure out who they're guarding, okay? So a drill we do, let's just get a couple of players on the white, a couple players on the blue. Okay, let's go 2 and 2. Okay, we'll do this almost every day. Let's say we do a layup drill. We'll start the layup drill with this, and then we'll go into the layup drill. But we make sure to do this every day, okay? We'll go a couple basketballs too, if that's okay. And then, so we'll go one group all the way to the half, and then we'll stop, okay? Okay, first step is actually, let's go pass the ball right here. Okay, now the reason we do this is we pitch it. Now you can guarantee that you can activate him, okay? Good, good, shin ball, okay, perfect, okay? You see the reaches? Right there, the reaches got you out of position. So the priority is chin to the basketball. If those moments do happen where you can get it, then you get it, okay? Let's go next group. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yep, hold it up. Let's start with the basketball defender. Now when you pitch it, see, when you pitch it to him, you can get yourself to activate, okay? Here we go. Yeah, and good. See how you backed it up? That's really good, okay? Yep. Good, okay? Again, you're gonna get the hands. More important than the cobra, unless it's there, is to get your chin on the basketball and be solid. Once it's exposed, then go for it. Good move on the jab. Yep, and that's good. Beat him to the spot, back to chin ball, and cut him off, okay? All right, next group. Okay, we got 3 people that got beat. It's all right. Next group. Good. Great job. Let's go one more. Chin to the basketball. Chin to the basketball. Chin to the basketball. Chin to the basketball. Yes. Good job. Great job. So the more we do it, we start to kind of figure out what we can get away with, what we can't. We do this every day. Okay? We deal through some of the pain of them driving because our whole thing is make them uncomfortable. That's what we're trying to get to. Without this, they will not be uncomfortable. Okay? So that's our base. Now, we do this drill every day. We're going to put in the 55 real quick. Let's get, let's say number 8, you're taking the ball out. Okay? You're taking it out. Let's get a defender. Let's get another offensive player who's being defended. Let's get another offensive player who's being defended. Okay, so when we talk about 55, first thing is whoever's guarding the inbounder, we want to back this up. Okay, here's why. If you do this, yes, you're making them uncomfortable in the beginning, but if they get over the top, they have a fast break. Okay, so you're going to be back just to prevent the fast break. Okay, we'll make sure all the catches are going forward. Let's throw it either direction to start. Okay, let's get open and just, throw it now. Okay, freeze. Okay, great. What's probably going to happen, you're probably going to step in. If you do a good job of ball pressure, and here's another thing, everybody on the court has to be able to have these habits, right? If one person doesn't have the habit, he drives him, the whole thing is done, okay? If he feels the pressure, he's most likely going to throw it here. Okay, now freeze. What's going to happen when you do this early is you won't get pressure here. They'll just dribble the ball up, and therefore it's not going to work. Now when he catches the ball, you got to activate, and then same thing, chin ball, okay? So that's our 55. What we found is our 55 is our base, but there's some teams that are actually comfortable when you pick up full. There's like 3 to 4 teams in the NBA, okay? So therefore, uncomfortable is the main thing. If it doesn't work for that team, we figure out through scouting, or when we played them one time, we don't mind going back to half court. Okay, so now we're going to talk about that, our 5 defense. So let's say we hit number 69 with the pass, and then we just bring it all down, okay? We'll just drive down, okay? And then, so now freeze right here. So on 5, we're just going to run back, okay? So number 2, we're going to run back. Go ahead and let's get back. And what we want to do is stop right here above the 3-point line, a few steps above the 3-point line. We'll bring the ball down, okay? Now freeze it. Actually, you guys can get off just for right now, okay? So now right here, we have a decision to make, okay? As soon as he crosses half, whenever we can, we get to the point of now activating, okay? That's the next thing, because what's probably going to happen is this. And now there's no pressure. They can run their action, floppy, whatever it is, wide pin down. We don't even want them to do that. This should be like worrying about you, okay? So this activation is key. Okay, now, Let's now go offense, defense with the white and black. We'll just go right over here. Let's just go one typical offensive deal. Let's say it's this kind of an old school set where they go catch the ball on the wing. Okay, let's go right here. So now we're gonna bump to get out to the wing, right? If he was allowed to just throw the ball in, that would be comfortable, okay? So go ahead and bring it back. Let's activate on the ball even more. Yep, so here you give him straight line drive, so a little bit more squared, okay? Little activation, and now let's go ahead and extend this catch. Okay, right here, yes, you're basically doing that. Now you're gonna have a tough time making that entry pass. Okay, if you have the dribble, it's gonna be the same thing, shin ball, okay? But let's say the ball is picked up, so take one dribble and then pick that ball up. Great, now what are we doing? Yes, mirror the basketball. Okay, we wanna mirror this basketball and make all passes tough. Sometimes even this happens, two-hand grab, okay? Whatever it takes, if that's your cobra moment, take it, okay? So basically you want him to be playing like this, having a tough time making this pass right here. Okay, and another thing we do here is we don't always go 3/4. Sometimes this guy, he's going outside hand, right? So go ahead and throw it to the outside hand. We're right here, all right? We go ahead and deflect it. Some people have that and we allow that because again, the goal is to make this player uncomfortable, okay? So that's extending the catch. Now let's go ahead and throw it right here. Go ahead and catch it. Most common thing now is to just back off. He catches it and does this. Right? There's no activation now. So again, now let's get back to activating. Boom. All right? We're back activating. Our whole goal here is on the pivot to make him pivot backwards. Okay? From here, let's go ahead and pass it back. Let's throw it in and activate. Freeze. Okay? If now number 2 does not jump to the basketball, we call this an eagle. Right? Let's say you're stuck right there. Let's say you're higher on the pass and there's a gap. On your catch, you had a whole big driving line by playing quick, okay? If you jump to the basketball right here, show presentation, now, oh, I might not go. And now you're in trouble with the ball, okay? So let's go ahead and throw that, jump to the basketball and activate. Activate. That's it, not good enough, not good enough. Go ahead, pass it back. Activate, 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 activate. Yes, good. Okay, now you gotta jump to the ball. This is a good player, gone. Okay, every time. Here we go. Activate. Activate. Yes, 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 done. Okay, great. Now, let's go ahead and go up top with it. We're gonna, oh no, you guys, you're over there. Now, let's say the help is right here at the elbow. Okay, that's where we like to help. Who's actually the best shooter on white? Oh, great. Okay, so now, on this pass back to you, if you feel like you have a rhythm shot, shoot it. Okay? If you feel like you have a rhythm shot, shoot it. Okay? Yep, activate. Jump to the ball! Eagle. Did you think that was open or no? No? Okay, great. So that's our test right there. For NBA guys, they're back there. A lot of them would shoot that shot. Okay, so the hardest thing we have to do is how do we break an NBA player's rhythm? And that's going to require an excessive sprint out. And getting used to really breaking down right at the end. A lot of coaches actually use a stick hand. Okay, we found that we need to really, really run out there. Without getting beat is the hardest part. Okay, why? Because if they shoot this rhythm shot, they're comfortable. This is what they work on. They have coaches close to them every single day and they shoot thousands of shots. We have to break that rhythm. Okay, so pretty good. Let's do that again. Let's break that rhythm on the closeout. Yep. Good, yes. And you know what helped? The pass, right? Because you were being pressured, you made a bad pass to him, right? So it's all tied together. Every time we see clean passes, we try to stop it in the film. We stop it in the film. Why was it a clean pass? Was there ball pressure? Was there chin ball? Did we mirror the ball? Did we chin ball when they were dribbling the ball? All those things we keep re-emphasizing. Okay, now, we're right here with the basketball, okay? Let's go ahead and be on the wing. We're gonna be on the elbow for help position, and then offensive player on the wing. Let's take 2 dribbles with it. Go ahead and activate. Okay, we're gonna go 2 dribbles to the left, and then you see how you're beating to a spot? Really, really good. Okay, actually we're gonna go right with it because I wanna work on something else. Let's go right. Let's beat him to a spot. Chin ball, yes, yes, and then you saw the moment there. Right there, you beat him to the spot. You saw the ball, boom. right there's your moment, okay? So we'll actually do this drill a lot, all right? But I want to cover one thing now. Let's say you drive to the right, you get beat to the spot, he's reaching, counter move is probably going to be a spin move, right? A lot of the times. So we call it attack the spin. Boom, contact, spin. That's where you come in, okay? So on the spin, let's go ahead and walk through a spin. Freeze it, yes. So you see how that handle was right there? On that move, do that again. That would be your opportunity to go for it, okay? So, yep, right there, okay? And we're gonna attack the spin. Also, what we cover a lot is two hands to attack the spin. Same thing. Okay, now pick that ball up with two hands on the spin. Right there, okay? Go with two hands. So the one that we have to be careful of is sometimes if there's spins and it's easy, like you can tell, like he's here with it, we're like, oh, okay, boom, we're back out. But if we have a lot of contact and a lot of pressure on the ball, we call it blood in the water. Like if he's hit and that ball is loose on the spin, let's say that you make contact and then spin off that contact, okay? Let's see if it's, yeah. And if that ball is loose, there's blood in the water, we go get it. Okay, we attack it. All right, let's go some offense and some defense. Let's just go through a drill really quick. We'll go a line over here, okay, right behind, and we'll go offense, defense, kind of look at what we did over there, okay? Let's just bring a few guys in. All right, we're gonna do a drill. So it's telling me it's gonna be basically one line. It's gonna be one line, okay? Yeah, we're all on this side. So this is a drill, first drill we do. We call it the mirror drill. We do this right here to activate, okay? Then we trace the ball. All right, so you take this spot right here. Let's get, we put two coaches. Let's get number 34. Let's pretend that you're a coach right here. And then number 8, let's pretend that you're a coach right there. Okay, perfect. So now, we're gonna go and activate, okay? We're gonna pivot. On the pivot, let's say you pivot this way. Chin to basketball. So we prioritize chin to basketball right here. Okay? Because now if you were to pass it, right, you're right there tracing it, you can get the deflection. Let's say you pivot back this way, chin to basketball. Now if you were to pass it, I would be here for a deflection. Okay, we'll just see what that looks like. Pitch it to him to start to activate. Actually, here you have to start with the ball. Activate, chin ball, chin ball, chin ball. Yes, chin ball, yep. And pass, try to pass it. Okay, made that one through. Next up, pretty good. Chin basketball, try to get a deflection. Activate, start with the 4 start with it, yep. Good, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. The more you chin the basketball, the more your hands can be around that basketball, okay? So that's one drill that we do. Next drill that we do is we bring it down to the 3-point line. Okay, and now we're just gonna have one line on this one, okay? We're gonna pitch it. We're gonna activate. Now here, they can jab and stuff, okay? So now we have to figure out which way they're gonna go, and we're gonna have to chin the basketball. Let's say you go this way, boom, right there, and we're gonna make contact, okay? We're gonna actually try to make a little bit of downhill drive, okay? I can't move my feet too well, but yep, downhill drive. And then right here, contact, okay? With that contact, let's do that again. We'll go 2 dribbles, and I'll try to make contact with your body. Right there, okay? That contact will raise that player up, boom. Now if you make the contact with your hip, it's an illegal guarding position, it's a foul, definitely. But if you can beat to a spot and make that contact with your chest, you can now have an opportunity to stab in, okay, for a cobra steal. So that's what we're gonna work on, okay? We're gonna pitch it, activate. Good, yep, next up. Next defense, next up. Defense has the ball, they pitch it. Good, and it was right there. Good job, that's great. Let's go one more. Offense and defense with the ball. Oh, freeze it. Yep, right back to it. First thing we do is on the pitch, you can guarantee that you can activate the ball. Let's bring this a little bit lower. Defense starts with the ball. So now you know when you pitch, you can activate, okay? Make them feel that, yes. Yes, yep, good, that's great. Big difference, okay? That mentality is huge, all right? So that's another drill that we do. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about post entries, okay? So what we do is, actually no, we'll get advantages. Let's come down here. Okay, let's get a post offense and defense. Let's go defense, yep, on the post. All right, what we do is we white the post, no post entry passes. That's our whole deal, okay? So with this, a lot of coaches, they say right here, okay, right here, and work around. Okay, we give the guys freedom, whatever it takes, just depending on sometimes we do this, and we're slippery, okay? We just don't want to get sealed. We want to get into a white, okay, which is a front, okay? On the front, you're going to yell it out, white, white, white. You're already activating even more activation, okay? And then we're going to make that post entry. Let's get defense and offense in the corner. So now with this, we have defense, who's our safety, because the ball's on this side and they're going to post, our safety is going to be right underneath. Perfect. If they make any kind of entry pass, you're going to go in for a steal. You're just going to go get the thing, be as aggressive as possible, okay? We'll pitch it, activate, we'll get into a white. Okay, here we go. White, wait, yep, no white. So white is to get around the post and front the post, okay? And then you got to yell white also. Now, get into it. Good, freeze it. We're gonna go just making this pass to the post, okay? Go ahead and pass it up, and I gotta hear you. Because you know why? He won't pressure anymore. If you see a white, he's gonna pressure completely. Okay, here we go. Now, that's not loud enough. Again, you gotta scream it. Nope. Again. Yep, all good. Yep, get into it now. Good, and that's the aggressiveness. Great. And that's what we have to do. We have to keep ramping up the aggressiveness. The human nature is to be backwards and be conservative. We have to ramp up the aggressiveness, okay, in order to make the defense or the offense uncomfortable. That's the whole mission, okay? So now, let's go over advantages. So we'll take just one guy on who's a safety. Let's go, you're a little bit lighter body, but it's okay. Yeah, let's go, let's take you guys out. Let's get you to the corner, okay? White on defense, and let's go number 8 in the corner. Yep. Okay, now, yeah, and you guys, we'll have 34 be on defense. Okay, so now we talked about advantages on offense. Let's say there's an advantage. So we just place this guy right here in an advantage, okay? So now you're going to get beat. Okay, freeze. This safety guy, don't worry about that. Just go all the way to the rim. Okay, now freeze right here. We're right here. I want you to start 34 right here. On the drive, I want you to come over, and if you're late, you can't jump. I want you to get into a point where you get ready to jump. When he jumps, you're right in the air for verticality, okay? We call this being aggressive with their safety, but actually this is my phrase, violence at the rim, okay? At the rim, we really want to make an impact and have some violence. So you're going to jump straight up with your chest. But the key is you can't get there late. You got to start back here, and you have to, whenever you feel like you have to get your jump ready, get it ready and jump straight up. In the NBA, you can be vertical inside the charge circle, and that's okay. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, a little Euro step, okay? All good. Let's do it again. Number 8, you can be on the side. Keep pursuing, and then at this point, you can break off, okay? And then here, size them up. Get ready to jump and square them up on the jump, okay? Here we go. Yep, non-violent. Let's do it again. Even more force. Better. And there's the violence, okay? Perfect, okay. We'll go one more example. Anyone else feel like they're a pretty big body? No? You wanna try it? Let's do it. Wow, okay, the Euro step. All right. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna go one more rep. Whole goal of this is that both of you all have to make this shot as uncomfortable as possible. Okay? Here we go. Nope, it's got to be a layup. Got to be a layup. Give them the advantage to go downhill. Okay? Pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we had jumping, verticality, and then tracing the ball. Okay, so we would add elements to this where we want this player now to pass to the corner, and we keep having him go until the passes are deflected or they're made hard. Okay? All right. Let me see what else we got. We got verticality, violence. Yeah, I think in terms of the subject, I got enough in. So.